good, YouTube? It's your boy N54 Dave, man. Back with episode number 2, man. I hope y'all all watch episode number 1. If you haven't, please go back and watch that. Also, if you haven't liked, comment, and subscribe on episode 1 and just the channel in general, please do that as well. All right, man. So at the end of episode 1, I told y'all we ran into some more complications. We fixed the oil leak for the oil feeder line or the oil return inlet and outlet. Works good now, no leaks or nothing. But when I went to go drive it and like just test it and whatnot, I started getting temperature lights again. When I pulled back into my garage, I noticed that I was spilling a considerable amount of coolant, unfortunately. Like I told you on episode 1, we had a really bad freeze over down here, and then literally like 2-3 days after, it was like 80 degrees again. So just like hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold for those that are like kind of new to the car life. Weather like that is terrible for your car. So like a lot of like the rubber, the plastic, it gets cold, so it'll shrink, then it'll heat up, it'll expand, it'll shrink, it'll expand, it'll shrink, expand. When the weather's just going up and down like that, your rubber and your plastics get real brittle and they crack and stuff. So I haven't checked yet, but I'm pretty sure just because of the location of where it's at, it's the front driver's side wheel area that's leaking coolant. It's not over by my thermostat or my water pump. Fingers crossed, I hope it's not that. But from what it seems like, it could be like just a hose clamp that got busted, or just a hose period. So I don't know, let's go check it out. As you can see, I cleaned up a decent amount of it yesterday, but this is where all the coolant is coming from. So time to jack this thing up and see where this is coming from. All right, here we are back with the update. It was entirely too cold out just now, and I don't have a lift in my garage, so I was like working on the floor, and that ain't it. I don't know what happened. It was like 80 something degrees yesterday, and it's like 30 degrees today. It's bad. But we isolated the problem. It's not a hose or a clamp that's leaking. It's my actual radiator drain plug that is leaking. Those gaskets, I guess it's like, from what I understand, it's like 2 gaskets, and the one inside the radiator is the one that failed because this weather, as you see, it was just 80 yesterday and 30 today. There's too much up and down, up and down. I was trying to get y'all like a video of like what it looked like as it was dripping, but it was like coming down so slow into a pool that I wasn't about to sit out there with a camera and wait that long. Way too cold to do that job on the ground right now. I told you I used to be a store manager for Pep Boys and Firestone. One of my old master techs works at a shop in the area. The guy that I told you I do like work with, he had access to the drain plug and told me just bring the car up there. He's gonna throw up on the lift. He told me it'll take him like 10 minutes to just swap it out for me. So that's what I did. I drove the car to the shop, and my car's already up on the lift now. He's working on it. So we should get that back some point in time today, and then we'll go from there. So I guess the next cut in will be when I go pick up the vehicle. All right, so just another quick little update. So I was correct. The car is leaking coolant from the drain plug. What seems to happen is the previous owner cross-threaded the drain plug when he put it in, when he did the water pump and the T-stat, and henceforth the leak in the coolant with the weather change up and down or whatever. So it is draining out right now. I'm gonna put a picture up on the screen to show you guys exactly where it's leaking from. You can see like the threads are really bad. They're like busted. I don't know what the kid did. But it's cool. We'll retap it. Retap the radiator. I'm about to go back up to the shop right now, as a matter of fact, so I could run the coolant bleed program or whatever, little system, to where like it's an electric water pump, so the actual water pump gets all the air out the system itself. So I'm about to go up there and do that. And then while I'm up there, I'm gonna do that other small project I told you guys about with the little mini iPad that I bought yesterday. So go take care of all of that. I guess the next cut-in will be when I get up to the shop. All right. All right, y'all, we're here.
Oh,
we're wrapping up.
No. Okay.
So the previous owner, we don't know for sure yet if he just cross-threaded or if he just over-torqued. So that's what we're in the process of doing now. Taking this plug out and then putting everything back together. All right, so we finally got the drain plug out. Now we're just cleaning up the threads and about to retap. All right, so we were trying to wrap up at the shop earlier today. So we stopped the coolant leak, but when we went to go run the bleed procedure for the water pump, it didn't kick on at all. So like I suspected a couple weeks ago when I first got the car, that the water pump was on the way failing, and I think it finally did go. So got to replace the water pump. I lucked up though, because I found a guy in town that was selling a brand new water pump that's actually like an upgrade from OEM for like half the price. So I'm about to go run out there and go grab that water pump, and then I'll update you guys when I get back from grabbing that. All right, so I just killed 2 birds with 1 stone. We just picked up wifey from the airport. I told you she was coming in today. Yeah, so we picked her up so we can finish this move. I told you we're moving from Texas to freaking Maryland. And in the process, I went and picked up the water pump too. This water pump is baller, bro. So brand new. He got all the hardware and everything with it. And unlike the plastic water pumps that come OEM, bad boys, metal, top to bottom. So now I got a metal water pump and a metal thermostat. So I should be good for way over the next 60,000 miles. This should last me to about like 100K, hopefully, fingers crossed. So we're all set. We're supposed to have some really good weather this weekend, tomorrow and Sunday. So I plan on throwing this water pump in, and then we'll go from there. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow. All right, today is the day, y'all. Weather's nice. It's about like 70-something degrees today. About to head up to the shop and go put this water pump in, and then fingers crossed, I get my car back to 100% potential, and I get to enjoy it for a couple days before we put on the transport to go to Maryland. All right, y'all. See y'all in a couple minutes. Ow.
Now guess what ain't fixing to happen again?
All right, so we fixed the connector on the other side. The mad scientist, my boy J-Dog, got it all done. So now we're just connecting back to the wires on the car side. Fingers crossed, I know how we do. Hopefully, this is it. And then I got a water pump. All right, so the mad scientist got the plug and wire all plugged up. Now we're vacuum sealing the coolant lines. So we can throw some coolant in this thing. Let's see if this water pump will run. Love looking under the hood, bro.
For real.
Gotta love it.
Dude, that's a beautiful car. If she just fucking take you somewhere.
Right? Can I fucking enjoy it for once? All right, so we're done with the bleeding. Literally cooling everywhere, but the water pump works. So it was that connector. Excited. Now, hopefully this car acts good until transport. I'm going to squeeze in another video. I was only going to do 2 episodes. I think I'm going to do episode 3 before we leave, because I still haven't given like a actual proper introduction to the vehicle, because we've just been working on it nonstop for the first 2 episodes. So I'm going to squeeze in another episode. We'll do my wife's reaction to the car in episode 3. I'll probably take her for like ice cream or something tomorrow, do her reaction. I'm also going to put on the side skirts and that license plate holder too. Some more carbon fiber trim stuff, and then just more car stuff. So the next episode 3 video should be more of the car instead of just me talking about the car, because hopefully now the car is actually road ready. All right, so we're about to take this outside, rinse it down, and then probably take it for a car wash. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Sounds good. Wash this thing up, man. So see y'all in a little bit.
Project, back. Project, back.